In this episode, we're going to talk about the standard division. The standard division is kind of the second division of the sport, and that's mainly from a chronological perspective. Where IPSC started as a single sport where all the equipment competed on an equal footing. Soon modifications resulted in kind of the open division today with a red dot sight and a compensator. And because of the huge advantage of the red dot sight, the iron sight or metallic sight division was born that became the standard gun division. The standard gun division differed from the early days by the introduction of the standard gun box. The standard gun box has specified internal dimensions of 225 millimeters long and 150 millimeters in height. And the pistol, in its ready condition with the hammer to the rear, no chamber flag, magazine inserted, must fit wholly inside that box. There's also a height, but that's generally not a major constraint for most pistol designers. The firearms have evolved over the years from the simple Glock 17 as a starting point, where it fits very, very comfortably into the standard gun box and complied with all of those rules, to the highly customized and just fitting Infinity pistols and tactical sport pistols from CZ. Two distinct characteristics related to standard gun over some of the other non-optic divisions is that single action triggers on the 1911 style pistols generally dominate. Glock performs fairly well for those diehards like me who have always enjoyed shooting Glock pistols, but the standard gun benefits from the lighter single stage trigger on 1911 style pistols. The other characteristic of the division is the differentiation in power factor, where you have major and minor scoring. Minor scoring typically 9mm with a power factor requirement of 125, and major power factor scoring with a power factor limit of 170. As discussed before, power factor is the bullet weight in grains multiplied by the muzzle velocity in feet per second divided by 1,000, and that gives you a simple formula to calculate the power of each of the calibers. Magazine capacity in the standard gun division is not specifically limited, except by the fact that the entire package must fit within the confines of the box. So generally speaking, because of the advantage of the major power factor scoring, the standard division to date has been pretty much dominated by the 40 Smith & Wesson, scoring major power factor and holding the maximum number of rounds in the magazine. With a 9mm pistol configuration, you can generally get 3 or 4 rounds extra in the magazine, but with a capacity already, that is a much smaller advantage than is the case when the round count is much more restricted in classic or revolver divisions. So to recap, a standard gun pistol must fit in the defined box, maybe a single action, select action, double action, single action trigger, or the safe trigger system like the Glock. It can be in any caliber from 9mm and greater, but is dominated generally by the 40 Smith & Wesson. No optics allowed, it must be metallic or iron sights. Fiber optics are fine, and no compensator. There's no holes in the barrel deflecting gases upwards to help manage the recoil. So if you like shooting beautiful handguns like this Infinity in 40 Smith & Wesson, full power loads with a wonderful trigger, standard gun division may be just what you're after. Shooting Stuff is here, giving you more time to shoot.